Time. So, how's your morning going up till now? It's noontime, and two boys from Brooklyn want to serve you a huge portion of humor for lunch. So, break out the lunch pail or the sandwich you packed, and let Les and Freddie S bring you jokes and nostalgia mixed in with important information about medicine, food, dating, or just the stuff you need to help that bagel go down nice and smoothly. And if you have a story about anything you want to share, a bad date, a movie review, or just the strangest thing that happened to you at work, call in and join the fun toll-free at 1-800-889-0267. Right now, sit back and let's start the lunch break. Freddie S. and Les are ready, so here are the boys.
You're on.
I've been on my whole life, baby.
Good Shabbos, everybody.
Good Shabbos.
Shabbat shalom.
Hey,
Yes.
relax. Good afternoon,
Okay.
Good
Florida.
afternoon.
Florida, Atlanta, New York City,
And
Boston.
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 What being? I got a ringing at me. I either have tinnitus or the microphone's bad.
I think you have tinnitus.
Tinnitus.
Okay.
We know who can fix that.
Yes, we do.
Dr. Needles.
Dr. Needles.
Tony Needles.
Tony Needles, the greatest.
Are you gonna be talking to Tony Needles?
I think maybe we'll call him Dr.
I figured
Pinoza
as much.
today. Yeah.
I have his pot ready, so
And
not
I'm-
pot, but his pot here. Never mind.
You have pot in the back?
No, man.
And because
No,
no,
wait,
one
hold it.
sees you, no one
wait.
knows what you're talking
I
about.
know.
Wait.
Smoking pot?
We're going to do this like a professional radio station.
Always.
Oh, we're gonna turn professional today.
For
Holy
once.
smokes.
Freddie is
One.
going to give the introduction, and the Jew boy here is going to shut up.
For
Freddie,
once.
stop drinking your coffee. That's too waste.
I didn't anticipate that.
With Kolua. So
You know,
intro-
why start now, guys?
It's Fun Friday.
It's no. It's what today
It's
is.
Football Friday.
Friday. Because we
Football
got the
Friday.
man right here who's going to tell us some great stories about playing for the Big U.
Jonathan Mann, mind you.
Jonathan Mann.
That was a good
The
play on
man,
words,
Jonathan
Les.
Mann.
That
Good
was
intro.
good. Nice
Hey,
intro.
listen, camp
Wait a
preseason
second.
starts next week.
Yeah, I just thought something so funny. In my mind, it
in
was
his own
funny.
head.
See, if you're at the University of Miami, you're in the Big U.
Yeah.
If you go to Virginia Tech, you're the Big V.
Ow!
Oh,
There
baby.
you go.
Okay.
And
It's
that
all
was
about
not
the you.
even, 3 minutes?
I know, it's not even.
Okay, I'm sorry, Freddie.
He didn't
introduce-
last 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Well, that's typical of him. He doesn't last 3 minutes, right?
Well, it is
I,
Friday.
I wish.
Look at this.
I'm sorry.
He's smacking the mic around.
I wish I could last 3 minutes. Oh, you know what they said?
What?
I was reading an article in a magazine in Men's Health. They said
Men's Health.
if you take Paxil,
He said Men's
it
Health.
it helps you hold an erection longer. You don't have to worry about it. You
Really?
don't have to worry
Does
about
it? Are
Yes.
they paying you? Are
Huh?
they paying you Men's Health? Because
Are
you're
you
always
not
Yeah, is
like
anybody
endorsing?
paying you for all these
They
endorsements?
should pay you for endorsements.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a great thing. So I take Paxil. I took 2. I was so calm. I
supposed
didn't,
to
want
take
to,
one.
I didn't want to have sex with my wife.
Oh, dear.
I said, hey, baby, we don't have to do it tonight. How about tomorrow? She
Let's
said-
cuddle.
He was so relaxed.
And she said to me, well, I might not be in the mood. So I said,
Okay,
"Go."
listen, this is a
I'm sorry.
57-minute show.
Okay, go ahead, Freddie. Introduce the show.
And unfortunately, we would love to hear it, but
Okay, I'm sorry.
today's show can be seen by
So many people.
Facebook and
Wow.
2TV Production. Go on there. And next week, we're going to have something where when you write on Facebook, we'll be able to put it on the air.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So be
Wow.
like social.
800-889-0267.
That's right. And
Who hit you in the face? Your face is swollen over here.
I know, I think I punched myself out last night.
Right. It's not like black and blue. It looks like, I'm sorry, I can't
No,
get
I got up in the middle of the night and I had a dream about you.
Thank you.
And I punched myself in the face.
Did you have a boob in your face last night?
No.
Not about me. I'm
it
a
was
boob.
it was my own hand.
Okay, go
See
ahead.
what happens when he's not here on Thursdays? He saves it all up for Friday. We get Friday in like double doses of
I know.
Les.
Oh, that's right. He wasn't here Thursday.
Right.
Gee, I'm glad you missed me.
I didn't even
did.
realize that.
Who
Good.
sat at the seat?
I did.
That's the only one I wanted to see.
I did.
Feels so nice with you here.
Actually,
warm it
I
up
put
for you?
Oh, God, yes.
actually I put Chi-Chi on there.
Oh, Gigi.
Hey, are we doing anything with Chi-Chi?
They never called.
Yeah, no, that's coming up next week, so I gotta.
We gotta call him.
Yeah, I
They
gotta.
think someone should call to make sure we'll go. You're going too, right?
No, I'm not going.
Oh, you're out of town. Oh, yeah, you deserve a vacation.
Thank you.
Of course, I'm going after you come back. I didn't tell them yet.
Oh, my, we know now.
I don't even be going for 2 months. Anyway, Olympics start tonight or
Yes.
today. What time does it start tonight?
Tonight?
8 o'clock.
Jonathan?
8.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is the World debacle. I mean, the
They light
World
the
Olympics.
torch.
You're going to have the Zika rate.
They light the torch.
They light the torch. Did you see the story about the torch?
We should
They
get
showed
a
it today.
torch. I want to hold a torch.
I have a torch for
I'll
you,
bring you.
Smith.
I'll bring you a cigarette lighter.
Honey, I have a torch for you. You know that.
They in the past they've always had something spectacular for the torch.
Right.
Yeah.
In Spain it was the arrow. That guy practiced for 2 months.
Really?
He got it in the first shot.
Wow.
It had Muhammad Ali carry the
Right
torch.
when he was carrying a torch. Yeah,
So
the
this one-
greatest athlete that ever lived.
So this one they had a famous something that brought the torch, but that travels 1,300 miles before it reaches its destination.
Yep.
The guy fell with the torch right on his
No.
face.
No.
Another old guy fell with the torch again. Some protesters jumped.
Then he's
and-
spraying pesticide once we
Why are
once it gets
protesters
there.
protesting the Olympics? My God,
But
the
don't you know
Olympics.
what's happening in
Well,
Brazil?
you know who's supposed to hold the torch? The Orkin man.
Well, what's happening is they're impeaching the president.
I would
so
imagine
that
so.
person won't be there either.
Know where she lives?
So the president won't.
She lives in Boca Raton.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
and she may be running out of
Boca-
President Bouquet.
Who cares?
President of Brazil.
Yes, it's being impeached, and then she won't be there, and the person that is going to take her place won't be there. The cops haven't been paid
What's
in
going
weeks.
on?
The teachers haven't been paid in
Is
months.
that amazing?
The
The
oceans
police
are polluted.
department hasn't been paid. They're not even going to be there.
They had to bring in, the countries had to bring in their own Secret Service people
Why?
for the terrorism.
And ICE has said, why should we go there? There's nothing to do.
And I
They
heard
can't
that-
drink the water.
The village is uninhabitable because
Yeah.
the water is contaminated. So
Right,
all
yes.
the Olympians living in the village can't live there.
No, they're bringing
true,
in trucks of water. They're going to be there today.
And the facilities weren't even up to par.
It weren't finished.
Well, wait, I want to introduce you so they
As
know
an
who's-
athlete, can you
who-
imagine?
This is Jonathan Mann, who was a star at the Big U, where we both went.
Okay.
Dawn and I went.
all
And
about
he's
the
got
U.
some football stories, right, Freddie? So you're talking. I want to let everyone know.
Absolutely.
This is going to be an exciting Friday because mainly football season is starting, and let's talk to someone who really understands the game.
Do you still follow the game?
Oh, religiously.
Really?
Yeah.
I think football season is always football season. In my house,
Yeah.
it's preseason, it's scrimmage, it's the season, it's postseason, then it's the draft, and then we move into
Does your husband watch the
discussing-
draft also?
Oh yes, and we move
Yeah,
into
so do
discussing what could possibly be for the preseason and when can they go to the scrimmage, and
Yep.
it just
I'm
continues.
the
Do
same
you watch
way.
football too?
Same way.
I watch the end,
You're like my wife.
The end of the season or the end of the game?
end of the game.
You're like my wife. She watches my wife loves basketball. She loves basketball. I don't really like
I
basketball.
watch it at the end.
See?
Let me ask you a question. I got a question. How long is a natural? This was MIT guys have nothing else to do, so they figure this out.
Okay.
How long? You know the answer. How long is a regular football game without the commercials? How long is a football game really?
Just the time on the field?
Yes,
I think it's supposed to be an hour.
15 minutes.
Get out of here.
And okay, the guy hits it. The guy throws a pass. They stop.
That's
true.
without injury.
Walks off. Walks off the field.
That's without injury. He's
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
Wow.
The rest of the 3 hours is all filler and
Yeah.
commercials.
Wow.
Because think, he runs a run. He does he does a 50-yard run. He's done in like maybe a minute, or if that much.
Yeah.
Then they cut for break. Guy gets hurt, but actual playing. I know when you're on the field, everybody, tell the position you played,
I played linebacker.
and that's
And a little fullback.
really
What year did you play, Jonathan?
I played in 2002 and 2003.
When
was
was,
the
when was the year you
championship.
won the rings? Both years?
So one of them actually was my high school ring. I'm actually from Belglade, Florida, right here, and we went to.
Oh, mosquito season. That's a great place to live.
Oh yeah, we used to have big mosquitoes. So
They're so big they have a sister riding on
Look at the
their back.
size of his ring.
I can't wear that ring. Number one, I don't play
Yeah.
football. Number two, I got girl hands.
So you could be
We're not going there.
you can get a cheerleader
I'm
ring.
not even touching that one. That was too easy.
I know.
You can get a cheerleader ring.
Wait, does she have the greatest laugh?
Yes.
Oh, I love her laugh.
Thank
Yes.
you.
That's why I tried to be
Infectious.
crude because you laugh so nice.
And Jonathan, what's the other ring?
So the other ring was this is a Big East championship ring that should have been a national championship ring from our 2002 season,
What happened?
where they cheated us and took our
That
championship
Ohio
from
State game.
Oh, don't say Ohio State. Dr. Pinozzo's alma mater.
Was
Yeah.
that the championship game that was a problem?
Yeah, the Fiesta Bowl. We won the game, and then they called a phantom flag.
Oh, the Phantom
Oh,
Flags.
I remember that.
You were on the field?
Yeah, it was bad. It was a bad situation for
And
us.
then
You
they scored
must,
after that?
Well, they actually got us back out there, and then we wound up losing in double overtime. We won the game, but then they extended it, and then it came.
That's gotta hurt.
Put him on like the 1 yard line with a first down, and you know.
Let me tell you, he
Were
looks
you
like
on
he's
the-
still in college.
That's what
This
when
guy
we
looks
met
like
him,
he's
I
like
thought he
20.
was in high school.
All
right?
you women, are you single?
No.
Okay.
Wah,
All you
wah.
women, forget it.
So wait a minute.
Yeah, I
Jonathan,
just
were
turned
you-
35.
Were you on the
You're a
field?
good-looking guy.
Were you on the
Believe
field?
that?
Were
He's
you
young
on?
like you, babyface.
Were you on the field when Ohio State scored that touchdown? Because you were on the defense.
Yeah, I mean, basically, it was kind of crazy. You know, they gave him the touchdown. It wasn't a touchdown. They gave him a first down.
Right, they put him on the
from
1 yard
pass
line.
interference in the 1 yard line, and then
And they ran
got
it in?
They got it in like on the second or third play.
All right, but this is,
something
I've always wanted to ask this question. You were on the field when they scored.
like that. Okay.
There was total craziness going on.
Yeah.
Okay,
that
so
was
you
it.
guys huddle up. What happened in the huddle? What
Well-
happened in the huddle?
Oh, that's a good question.
Well, this is the thing. I wasn't actually on the field on that play, but yeah. So I mean, the thing is, and this is just the wide scope of the team. I believe you all felt that the game was over. And when
Yeah.
you play a game and you go from that moment that you feel you've won, now you're just kind of resenting every part of the game.
Yeah,
It's like, I shouldn't
sure.
even be here. Why are we still playing another play? You're not focused on
That
know,
adrenaline,
Your,
you
yeah,
lost
your
that adrenaline,
assignment.
right.
You're like,
Right.
all right, I'm going to do this, but we already won. So it's kind of this resentment that's going on in your head. It's kind of distracting you. You're kind of frustrated.
Yeah,
and so
that is for you
factor
forever,
plays
doesn't it?
in. And that's what I think really hurts us more than anything. The fact that we felt we had already won, had to go back out there and try to compete for
That's
something we
tough.
already won.
You know, when my son won their championship game, the game was over. We were at the 15-yard line. We ended the game 15 yards out from scoring,
Mhm.
and the game was over. And the clock was coming down, 3, 2, 1, and the other team took off their helmet. So my son, being on the ball, I mean, he's really
Freddie Jr.?
Freddie Jr.
Yeah.
So I was telling
make
the
sure.
ref, you can't take your helmet off when there's still time on the clock. And the ref looked at him, and the other ref looked at him. He says, he's right. So he pulls the flag.
Oh, you dill.
With no time on the clock, they spotted on the 1 yard line. First they spotted on the 5 yard line.
It's amazing your son didn't kick the crap out of you.
No,
It was the other team.
Oh, the other team, good, they did it right then.
So he puts it on the 5, and my son goes up and he says, you guys aren't very good at math, right? That's a personal foul. I got to put it on the 1 foot line. So he gets it on the 1 foot line. So they come over, and we recall the play that we have saved all year. And this is why I ask you what happened in the
huddle.
In the huddle.
Okay.
So he goes back to the huddle, and he says to them, you are never going to forget this play for the rest of your life.
Wow.
So what
Yeah.
you got to do is you got to do it right just one more time.
He has been on
Wow.
this earth before, but baby.
And he
That's pretty
ran.
amazing.
He ran a tight end pick. You know how the tight end goes. to
Who,
the
Freddie?
outside? No,
Yeah.
Freddie was the quarterback of the team.
Oh,
And
wow.
he throw the guy's wide open. They expected the run. He faked the run, threw the pick, boom, we score, we win this game.
Wow.
What
Wow.
goes on in your head when
Wow.
you win something? That's why I was asking you because
Yeah.
you're on the other side.
Yeah.
There's music and stuff that plays in your brain, Les. Everything slows
That's
down.
all they
Really
want
was.
with me.
I mean, we
I've always got songs in my head.
we got mugged. Everybody came on the field. There was guys jumping all over us. But
Yeah.
everybody's screaming at me, and I couldn't understand. I was in a daze. It was like I was in
Wow.
shock. All the kids were crying on the field.
Aw.
It was just
How old
amazing.
were
So I
they?
can imagine. Freddie was 17.
Wow.
So I
That's
can
awesome.
imagine what you went through. Doesn't like everything like slow down? You're like,
But
what
you're in
just
slow
happened?
motion. Yeah, it's like
I mean, you just went from winning the,
The national championship, right?
Yeah.
and being cheated and taken away.
Yes,
I bet you still think of that.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have
do.
to tell you,
still
I
hate
don't
Ohio State
remember.
because of it.
I don't remember all football. My husband and son remember every game, every year, every play. That one,
Yeah.
I remember just screaming. They were crazy,
Yeah.
jumping up and down like lunatics. Oh my gosh.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
You know what we should do, Les? Being
that?
that that's your alma mater, I'm pretty sure you can make some phone calls.
Yeah.
We should bring that team back
Oh, that'd be awesome.
and present them with a national title. It
That
won't
would
be
be good.
a
That would be
national title, but it'll be something like,
But
hey, we ain't forgot.
I'm going to bring
Yeah.
my co-host with me because they'll open the door for us.
Well, what I'm saying
What
is
are you
that we
wearing
should,
now? Yeah, wear that dress.
Can I wear
you,
this?
you got to find
It's
as many
Miami
players.
Huh?
It's
you got-
Miami friendly.
You got to find as many players on that
Well,
team.
I got the guy right here to help me.
Well, that's what I'm
Get
saying.
all the guys together.
And,
Get all the guys together.
A lot of guys are still back in South Florida. So.
Oh, yeah, there you go. You get most
And
of
Jonathan
the team.
helped me.
Well,
The
what,
three of
yeah,
us.
but there's like 80 guys on that team.
Yeah, but how? Yeah, but how you? You mean just replay it like?
Yeah, you bring them back and you say, listen, you
No,
guys
that-
are national champions.
You know what that reminds me of?
What's
Something different. When New England won the Super Bowl because Pete Carroll did the dumbest thing that anyone could ever do. Remember that? He had the world's greatest running back that ever lived, Marshawn Lynch.
Yes.
He got intercepted.
Yes. And
Third,
that was a pass play.
third and 4. The chances of Marshawn Lynch not getting that is
Totally
a million to 1, and he
Yeah.
throws the ball.
I give you a better one. What about the Tennessee Bowl?
Every time I see that one,
What about the Tennessee Titans when they made
Reached
them?
on the 1 yard line
and-
against the
and-
Rams.
no, they made them kick off again, and they threw the lateral pass, which was
against
a forward
Buffalo
pass.
when they
Yeah.
made it
Remember
to
that
the,
thing?
to the Super Bowl that year. Yeah, that first.
Remember
round.
that?
I gotta
I
tell you,
remember
that's
that.
what I love about men. Put
I remember all
a group
those
of
plays.
men anywhere,
We
and you
remember.
always talk football or sports.
Well, we can't
There's
remember
always
birthdays.
a
Can't
common
tell me. Can't
thing.
remember
I mean, you guys
birthdays.
could sit here all day and discuss
All day.
games from whenever,
yeah. Oh, my
wherever,
God.
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Well, you know what it
We
is?
don't have women don't have that.
Did you ever, when you talk, like my wife's talking to me, like, she said, "Are you listening?" But in my mind, I got boobs and football. Yeah, I'm
Two
listening, honey.
things always
What
in my
did I say? I said, "You know what? You don't have a hearing problem." She says, "You only hear what you want to hear." Am I
That's
right?
it.
That's
Jill
true.
says that this thing is
all
working
we
pretty
filter.
good.
I'm
Stream is
so
perfect.
excited.
But as a football player who also played professionally, when you saw that happen, didn't you say, "How could you be a coach of a team when you
Yeah.
got the greatest running back in the world?"
I think the whole world looked at it as being pretty foolish, and in fact, I think it may have been even second down. And
Yeah, it was second down. You're right.
to not run beast mode.
I mean,
Yeah,
this
but
guy.
the funny thing here is that the philosophy is they expected them to run the beast mode, so they were going to stack up the line. I mean, I understand where
I've
it's
seen,
coming from.
I've seen
kinda
them
hard
stack
to
up the
accept that
line
one.
against beast mode, and
he
you know
still
what?
gets
He
in.
still get you 2 yards and carry 3 guys with him. Did
I
you watch
agree.
that show 30-30 when they were interviewing him?
Oh yeah.
Yes, I
Even
did.
I
Yeah.
saw
Was
30
that
30
ama-
for the youth.
Yeah,
that
Pete
was
Carroll,
amazing.
He comes back and he says, from that situation, he still should have ran him. So I don't think that it's any way that we can look at it as anything but a coach just making a bad call.
Yeah.
Well, listen, the bottom line is Pete Carroll, who used to be a Jet coach.
He
Do
went
you
from
know-
the Jets to the college and
But
came
do
back
you know
again.
that
Yeah.
when Pete Carroll was a Jet coach and he implemented this college-style football
Right.
mentality, they laughed him out of New York.
Yeah.
They got rid of him.
Yeah.
They said, what are you, crazy? You don't treat professional athletes this way. That's for the college ranks. It's the same thing that went on in Philly with Kelly.
Yeah.
And he's doing the same thing now in San Francisco. And they
No,
play
Kelly was Buffalo.
No,
You
that's
just-
Jim Kelly,
oh, Jim
the quarterback.
Kelly, okay,
I'm
I
talking
know.
about the coach. And he's in San
Yeah.
Francisco now, and they're saying camp in San Francisco is like a college camp.
How do you listen to a coach? I'm making $100 million. You're making $2 million. Why do I have to listen to you? I mean, I'm making all this money.
Because his decisions usually, percentage-wise,
Yeah.
work.
Right.
It's the same thing in a basketball court. Every basketball player is a multi-millionaire, except the
They are.
coach, right?
Yeah.
So how do you coach You got to look up at these guys and say, listen, I know you make more money than me, but either you're going to sit on that bench or I'm going to hit you with a 2x4.
Don't
have
those
to.
coachs make a lot of money though?
A couple million, maybe $3-4 million
Yeah,
a year.
compared to the
Nothing compared to what
players?
the players
Yeah.
are making though.
Like I was looking at the perspective because I coached at high school and I coached a little bit with colleges, help out at UM, and people would always ask you as a former player, don't you have a desire to coach and then go on, and would you rather coach in the NFL or coach in college or coach, high school? And I always say it from the perspective of a player is that I would love to coach college because you got passion, you have guys
Right.
that want to make it, so you can kind of motivate them a little differently because they're reaching for a goal outside of themselves. They want to get to the next level. But in the pros, imagine a coach telling a Ray Lewis, who's a 50
Ray
How to
Lewis.
play football.
Pro
University of Miami, man.
Doesn't he have
I
a
wanna
great
make you
voice?
better.
He has a great voice. He's good
thank
looking.
Yeah.
If I was gay, I'd go
So-
right after you.
I'm thinking he's got a great radio voice, and there you go. It's about Les again.
If
If.
it's
I mean,
about
this guy is so cool. I mean, you look at him; he's intelligent.
Les, you know something? I've been worrying about you.
look, I told-
I want you to get off your medication.
Don't worry, you're still the one for me.
No,
Oh,
I don't
boy.
want to be. I don't want to be 1, 2, or 3.
You're still my guy.
No, I don't want to be 1, 2, or 3. Listen,
Last night you didn't say that. I'm sorry,
Oh boy.
I don't know
You guys
he's
are
he
just
must
crazy.
be talking to you.
No, don't look
He
at me,
ain't
buddy.
talking to me.
He ain't talking to
Talk-
me.
Again,
You're
yesterday
talking
we
to
went from a studio of women and Freddie, and then I get all the great guys today and me.
Are
Testosterone.
you,
Right?
You're not Jewish, are you? Damn it, I thought I had 3 Jewish people here today.
Jonathan, do you eat hot dogs?
I eat everything.
Okay, how do you take your hot dog, with mustard or ketchup, if you had to choose?
If I had to choose, ketchup.
Yeah, hit that bell, baby. But I'm gonna give. Listen,
People,
I'm gonna give you.
You don't put the hot
I'm
mustard
gonna.
on them.
I'm gonna give you one back.
You didn't go to the U.
I'm
If I
gonna
had
give
to
you.
choose.
I'm gonna give you one back. Don't make him feel bad. I don't do that to your guys.
He doesn't,
I'm gonna give you one back.
What's that?
Who do we have here yesterday?
Sarah.
Sarah eats it with mustard.
Oh my God, you know who
So we
Sarah's
even again.
grandfather is?
Oh yes, tell
Oh.
him.
Her Sarah's grandfather and great uncle are Hebrew National.
They created Hebrew
Wow.
National. So
We're gonna have them call in
we're
one
gonna
day.
bring them in on
Whoa.
the show. And we're gonna have 4,000 hot dogs. So you're gonna have enough hot dogs. You can put them in your nose.
How cool is that?
Because Hebrew National answers to a higher source.
There you go.
It's
So
true.
I see the commercial.
It's the power.
If
I haven't
you-
seen
Why
that
is it
commercial
you only
in a
remember
very
the
long
Jewish
time.
commercials?
Huh?
You only remember
That
the
was
Jewish
the
commercials.
one with the Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know
We
why?
answer to a higher
You know
authority.
how the Jews were able to build those pyramids?
Go ahead.
Had a little hot dog stand out.
And they never changed
Give
the
me 2
water.
hot dogs. Give me some sauerkraut.
They never changed the water.
And a Knish stand.
Let me tell you, if they ever changed the water in New York, the hot dogs would be terrible.
Horrible.
That water's been sitting there for 12 years.
They've been sitting
I've
in
heard
those
that about
things
the
soaking.
bagels too.
Bagels too.
Yeah,
And Jonathan, you are a Floridian by trade. You were
I
born
am
here?
born and raised.
So do you know what a Knish is?
He's
No,
from
I don't.
Belglade.
Hold on.
Bell Glaze, I don't know what
Hold on.
anything is.
Hold on. No, this
we're
is
a
not.
little-
It's not
out
unusual.
there.
Connecticut, because you said the word Knish.
Yeah.
You know what a Knish is?
Of course.
Of course she knows
Of
what a
course she
Knish is.
Do you know what a Knish
Jonathan,
is?
of course. Jonathan doesn't know what a Knish is.
So is
People
that
from
a
Florida
Northeast
normally
thing?
don't. Now, how did you take your Knish? What did you put in the Knish? I'll ask
I
you
have
last.
to tell you, spicy mustard.
You?
Spicy mustard.
You?
Don't even tell me ketchup.
No, I don't put anything. I put salt on it.
I used to put butter on.
Well,
My God.
A Knish is a big potato pocket.
That's fried.
It's got a potato,
So-
like
so
mashed
good.
potato,
And
with
onion, and
dough
onion.
and casing, and it's just a big mound of potato.
That's
my
so
God.
good, isn't it? And you
So-
put
Wow.
spicy mustard on it.
You put
and,
spicy
and what'd you
mustard
drink-
on
wait,
it,
hold
right?
What'd you drink with that?
Cool
A
it.
cream soda.
Oh my God, I love it. What name?
Dr.
Brown's.
Brown's. Dr. Brown's
That's it.
always.
That's it.
You could tell.
I sealed my deal.
You could
You
tell.
sealed
I
You could
your
sealed
tell.
the
deal.
deal. I am good.
I'd rather fire myself than you.
You could tell they're Jewish because they all eat the same thing.
Delicious. So, the best Knish I ever had was in Annapolis, Maryland. It was this big. It was
Really?
the most beautiful Knish I've ever had in my
Well,
life.
you
Hey,
know what?
Jonathan, we have to get you a Knish. You live in
Hold it.
Boca.
Yeah, I
We'll
have
get you a
I don't have
Knish.
to say,
Knish now.
but when I was growing up at the University of Miami, a Knish was also a girl. She said, "That's a nice Knish."
All
over there."
right.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I haven't
Where
heard
did
that.
you grow
Nice
up saying
euphemism.
that?
I grew
Where?
up in Miami. Like,
They said that in Miami? Look
all
at the
the
Knish.
guys, when I was at the
Knish with
University of
legs?
Miami, they'd say, "Hey, Les, that's a nice Knish."
That's a
over
nice
there."
Knish.
Never heard that.
Check
Haven't
out
heard
that
that one.
Knish. Check out that Knish,
I
right?
can see that.
Am I right?
I think that.
I can see that.
I think that bit is a little long.
Let me tell you something. The women back in the '60s, man.
Here we go.
you know,
He's
their
living
boob- their
vicariously
boob-
back in the
oh,
60s.
No,
God,
you know what? No, I'm gonna tell you. You know
Go ahead.
what's wrong with?
I'm with you. Go ahead.
You know, no, I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with.
The boobs were real. Everything was real.
I'm gonna tell you what was wrong with the women in the '60s.
You weren't here.
But I was being thought of. I
You
seen
weren't even
pictures.
thought in someone's
He
I
brain.
seen
thought.
pictures. I seen Penthouse and Playboy pictures.
Oh, come on. It doesn't. There's nothing better than
but
real.
they never shaved. Not their armpits.
Yes,
nothing.
they
did.
did.
They
Yeah.
did not. They did not.
I
I could
remember,
bring you the. I could
my
show it to you.
old.
They did not.
Yeah.
Connecticut. Do you
No,
remember the
Flavor.
show?
Jonathan is a man of the world. He knows.
Do you
Well,
guys
you play-
When
you
I was
play
a kid, I remember seeing
You
those.
see?
played professional.
He was a kid.
do you remember the show Quantum Leap? Yes. Remember the show Quantum Leap?
Yes.
He leaped out the window. Yeah.
If you could go back in time on Quantum Leap, you'd be back in the 60s
Oh,
on
God,
the beach
yes.
as
What are
a
you
lifeguard.
talking about? Mentally, he is in the 50s.
He's so there. He
He's-
just Quantum Leap backwards.
Honey, he's
right?
going to, he's going to 50 AD.
But the beauty of my life now
The beauty
is
in his head.
everything in life I want to have. I have a beautiful, healthy daughter and a beautiful, almost healthy wife.
You've achieved it.
And me, you know what I am, Jonathan? I'm a very expensive sink. You see the way I look? I got rusted pipes.
He got rotten.
He's got his phone
Can you
ringing.
turn off your phone?
Hold on. Watch this one.
What's he doing?
We're going to break anyway.
Honey, I'm
but
on
it's
the
okay.
air.
Oh boy.
Huh? No, I hear you, but I'm on the air right now. Hold on a second. Excuse me, folks. It's my wife.
Have a nice phone
Listen.
call.
That's because they're going
that's
to buy the
great.
car. Listen, we're going to take a break, but you can watch us on
AM2 TV Productions.
TV Productions. And you can
Yes.
call in 1-800-889-0267 if you want to talk football with Jonathan. And we're going to get a little bit into what you're doing today because you're not doing football right now.
Awesome. That's right.
And we'll think of another couple of ideas. We'll see you right back.
See you in a few.
Please welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet network that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet television production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development and they use all the latest platforms to help make your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes and live streaming, as well as tape productions. Let AMP2 TV handle all of your television production needs. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's AMP2.tv. Or call them at 1-866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
Have you ever had a business idea that you thought would be a great solution to tough challenges in today's world, but have no idea how to get started? You don't want to waste investment money on ideas that just don't work. Introducing Health and Wealth Seminars, a sophisticated advertising agency with over 40 years in the ad business. What makes Health and Wealth different from other agencies is they fit your product into the public's need. They help put together the strategy of your business before you commit thousands of dollars. And just find out those ideas just don't work. Health and Wealth Seminars carry advertising contracts, radio and television contracts, and even a production service contract that will cover all of your business needs. Call today 954-303-9563 and let Health and Wealth Seminars carry your business to the next level. The number is 954-303-9563. And remember that what happens when you don't advertise is nothing. 954-303-9563 is the number you need to get your business started in the right direction.
Hi, it's Leah, here to tell you about Dr. Anthony Pinozzo. He's a pain specialist located in Southern Palm Beach County, so if you are somebody that you know is suffering in pain, Dr. Pinozzo is the one you guys need to call. And make that call today because living in pain is no way to go through life. Dr. Pinozzo has been in practice now for more than 49 years. He's treated more than 73,000 patients for pain. He's an expert when it comes to diagnosing the pain, and he has had huge turnarounds. In fact, people with living with scoliosis, he has had nearly a 100% turnaround. Lumbar pain as well. If you've got lower back pain, if you're suffering with migraines or flat feet pain, maybe pain in your elbows, your neck, your shoulders, Dr. Pinozzo can help you. And the greatest thing is he can help you without drugs, without surgery, and without having to go through weeks and months of rehabilitation. Give him a call today, set up an appointment. It's 561-381-5800. Tune into his show Sundays, 11 to noon.
Is your child's tablet time greater than engaged activity time? Are you seeking better wellness strategies for your family? Do you want to redefine what your family's quality time looks like? At New Dawn Health Solutions, we focus on the 4 pillars of health coaching: lifestyle, exercise, attitude, and nutrition to create a balanced approach to wellness. Together, we will open the conversation with you and your children on ways to empower healthy eating, increase physical activity, and set goals. Let's talk about the issues that are important to your family's health. Give New Dawn Health Solutions a call at 561-901-2854 or email us at dawn@newdawnhealthsolutions.com.
You're lunching with 2 boys from Brooklyn who invite you to advertise on the show. Share your good news. Just call 866-224-5422 and get all the information. There are plenty of options, and this could be a great chance to get the word out about your business or service. That's 866-224-5422. Now let's get back to those 2 boys from Brooklyn.
You're back.
Hey!
Hey, guess who's on the air?
Who's on the air?
Dr. Tony. How you doing, buddy? Dr. Pinozzo.
Guys. Hello.
I got an ex-University of Miami football player here and also played in the European League, and he had tendonitis, right?
I did.
And guess what?
We kept him out of the NFL.
Kept him out of the NFL. And if you were around, he would have gotten rid of you. That how long, Doc?
A minute.
Doc, where are you?
He had
He said
patella
in a minute.
tendonitis.
A
Tendonitis.
day, maybe a day. It would take a day to treat that. Where was it anyway?
Where was it?
It was in my right knee.
His right knee.
Yeah, right.
Oh, right knee. Oh, that's one day.
One day.
One day.
And
And
if
you
you-
would have been
If you
healthy.
if you think we're kidding, I have asked Troy. Troy was his patient, and Cleveland Gary was his
Okay.
patient, and a lot of people were this man's patient. Cleveland Gary said to him, Doc, if I would have known you 5 years ago, I would have given you a Lamborghini. Just so that he fixed him.
Wow.
Isn't that right?
Could have probably played a few more years.
You probably would have
See
played a
that?
few more years.
You would have hit camp at the NFL level.
Yeah.
It was a Ferrari.
Oh, Ferrari, I'm sorry.
Get your cars right.
I'm sorry.
Listen, don't blow this bit.
Only Doc knows about cars. I want to show you, this is the most honest guy in the world who'll correct me about
It's
a
the
Ferrari.
attention to detail.
And you know what? If he can't fix you, he will, any visit afterwards, he won't charge until he can find what's wrong with you. And that's only happened, I don't
That's a
think.
plus.
He doesn't let
That's
you
awesome.
leave unless you're fixed. So
No, if you're not fixed, he won't let you leave that office.
it's just
I wish
amazing.
that
It's
was
an
the case
amazing.
back when I was still.
Yeah, you
Oh,
ought to try
God.
it. You ought to try it because you've been. If you have any problem now, you've been mistreated because they don't do this kind of treatment. Most places you depend on a trainer too much, and they don't have a good background to know what to do.
And Jonathan
So-
shaking his head saying you were right that they
Yeah.
they rely so much on the trainer, right,
Yeah,
Jonathan?
heavily on the athletic trainers that kind of patch you with their limited knowledge. I mean, they do good work and their heart is good, but it's not always the best.
I got a question for you, Jonathan. If you got a football player and he
Stay
goes,
on the air, Doc.
and he goes see Dr. Panozzo and it works, do you got to get permission to do that?
Well, not really. I mean, I guess
Oh.
it depends. If it's, let's say, if it's a collegiate player, then yes.
Yes.
Because
And if it's an NFL
school.
player?
NFL, they can go where they want to.
So you
Really?
just got to
They
have somebody you
recommend
could
who
talk
they
to.
want, but they go to specialists all the time.
Wait. So we're gonna have Jonathan help us, Doc, get in to see some of these players now that we know that.
Yeah.
You know, Cepedis from the Mets is on the 15-day
You hear that,
DL.
Doc?
Yeah, well, I just heard about somebody else had a quadriceps pain and is 3 weeks on the bench. Well,
Yep.
you got to know where that's from, and we treat that. That's what you had, Les.
Yes.
They treated it in one day. I mean, there's
One
no
day.
excuse for that.
He's talking about
Yes.
Yohanis Cepedis from the Mets. Put
Okay.
on the
Yeah,
15-day
I know this.
disabled.
Well, look at that. Those guys from the Mets have just been operated. They're finished.
Yeah.
They'll never
Well, that's-
play again.
that's
And
Harvey.
they didn't need it. They absolutely did not need it.
They removed the rib.
I've heard that before too.
And the funny thing is, the doc says I could show you what the problem
Yeah.
is. And we wrote to ESPN, and they tried to get to him before
Right.
the surgery. And
Right.
Doc talked to me Sunday. Monday morning, they did the surgery.
Yeah, well, as soon as there's a question about it, they grab them and do it real quick, so they don't lose.
Yeah.
And I'm a Mets
That's
fan.
what they do.
It's the only reason I did.
Well, now I have
Yeah,
someone.
that's
Now I have
terrible.
someone that might be able to help us with some of those players.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Doc, you're gonna like this guy. This is a class act.
I'll send them to you, Doc. Trust me.
All right.
Okay.
Excellent. What
All
was
right,
Doc's
you
show?
guys.
Don't
Thanks,
forget.
Doc.
Don't forget, everybody. 12 o'clock on WZZR. Dr. Panozzo, Sports and Medicine Hour.
11 to 12.
11 to 12. What did I say, Freddie?
12
11.
o'clock.
It's 11.
11 to 12 because you go on for 12 or 1.
On
Hey,
Sunday.
what about
Yeah.
Boston? I mean, that's
Yes, and
Oh,
congratulations. You're going to be on
Congratulations,
Boston
Doctor.
Cable.
You were approved in Boston. Now we're in New York on TV and Boston on TV.
Nice.
This doc is moving on. You're moving on up.
With Wheezy.
With
moving
Wheezy.
on up. Yeah, that's
Doc, 5838. Doc, what's his number?
561.
381 5800. I'll tell you, this Alzheimer's is killing me. 561
all
381.
right. I've been wondering about you lately. I'll see you guys. Bye.
Take care, buddy. See you
All right,
Sunday.
buddy. Thanks, Doc.
I just thought of something, Freddie. If I have sex with another woman, I can tell my.
You're on the air.
If I have sex with another woman, I could tell it I had Alzheimer's. I thought it was my wife.
There you go.
Can I get away with that?
I tried to cover for you. See?
You know what I love about it? You're
before
trying to
today.
protect me.
I'm
but
trying to protect everyone. Freddie knows. He goes, why do you protect everyone?
It's never going to happen.
It's a girl thing.
Oh, that's
Okay,
funny.
talk to you know what I want you to talk about, if you don't mind, about when you were playing.
But wait a minute. Shouldn't we
We should
talk
talk about what he does now.
Ameritech Solutions?
Oh yeah, talk to us about that. Sure.
Yeah. Right now, I have a document management company. We do pretty much all of the technology solutions for any offices that are doing any type of output of paper and any communications throughout organizations. So everyone has copiers and printers, and we kind of give you the best way to be most efficient at doing what you do best, and that's your core business. And we kind of handle all of the management print services or the right recommendations for the units, because as I was telling Dawn earlier, copiers, from what we used to perceive them as, were just kind of things that we would get prints from. And now they're basically small computers where you can preserve documents. The security is so important, depending on if you're in a law firm or you're in the medical field. It's your lifeblood of your organization. Is if any of those copies that you're making gets to the wrong hands, it can really impact your business. And so we kind of give the right recommendations to kind of help organizations. The machines now do translations in 87 different languages and things like that. So we like to get out there and make sure that we can help companies be more efficient, make more money, increase their bottom line, and that's kind of what I do now.
He said they've got this cool software. They can take a PDF and send it to you, and then you can change it.
Wow.
Yeah.
You could fill in.
Yeah, you can alter, I guess.
Wow, I never heard of
Like,
that.
so when I had to ask you yesterday to change that PDF, he's got software where you can change it on the back end.
On the copy machine.
Yeah,
you can
which is
put it in
really
a
cool.
copier, and now you can make it to where you can take that PDF and put it in an Excel form or
Yeah,
a
because
Word document.
it's turned into a computer business, the copy machine business.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Where can they find you?
Well, they can.
Here's your card if you don't remember your number.
Here's another number?
Yeah.
Do you know your own number? I don't even know my number.
I don't know your number.
Yeah, me neither, because you never tell me.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's a
I'll
big
tell you.
secret.
I'll give it to me. Give me a pen.
So, either at XeroxFlorida.com, we primarily, recommend Xerox, and we also do 3D printing. But also, our office, you can get me at 321-677-2011. So, yeah.
How long you been working with Ameritech Solutions?
For over a year now. I've been in the document management space for about 2, and my business partner for about 15.
Wow.
And
So,
what's your
yeah.
territory? They do this by territory?
Well, actually, we stretch across the country.
Oh, so you can take an account from anywhere?
Oh, so
Yeah.
we go across the country.
So
Oh,
if
yeah.
you have somebody
Boston,
from
New York.
Do
California
you have
calling,
your
you
check?
can do
You
it?
have your checkbook
Yeah.
with you today?
Say it
You
again.
have your checkbook with you?
I'm always ready.
That's my man.
I want to know how you went from football to document storage.
Yeah, that's a good one.
management.
Yeah.
But we got to find out what he's
Yeah.
doing. And he's interstate. A lot of people that come in here, they only deal with Florida. Like,
Right.
But
Yeah,
if you got a
yeah.
business that can do interstate, they can call up and order a copy machine today.
No,
Absolutely.
what it's called is intrastate, not interstate. Interstate means you can go over
Look
the
at
country.
this. Look at this.
Yeah,
You did
yeah.
get it. You did
I
get
went
a-
to the University
He
of
was
Maryland.
You did get a
educated at the
degree.
U.
Yeah,
but you took.
education.
Yeah, but he
Some
took.
at the U.
But he took classes like bowling and fishing
How do you think I
and
graduated?
how to sit in the chair. Watch, that chair's
Sailing.
gonna go down any minute.
I got my feet on it just because you said that. When I went to the University of Miami, do they still have the bowling alleys there?
In the Union, probably.
Yeah, right?
Right?
No, they
Were
moved.
Were they there when you were there?
Yeah.
No, they moved the bowling alley.
And all the pool tables are still there?
Yeah,
They moved that too.
still have that.
Come on.
They moved all that.
We used to sunbathe on the
see,
roof
it's
of the
amazing.
dorms.
Oh.
I lived in Pearson. We just sunbathed on
There's
the
a
top of the
picture.
roof.
Yeah.
There's a picture of you
Wow.
on the lobby of you taking sunbathing.
Probably so.
I heard that.
Me
Your
and
husband told
everybody
me that.
else.
Chucky baby told me that.
Could you imagine? I can't imagine you looking any better than you do now after having 2 children.
Oh, you should see her
you.
young pictures.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
She was young.
Thank you.
you really are in great shape.
Now you know why I love bringing men on the show with me.
And you know why she's in great shape, all you ladies out there? Because she freaking works at it.
Yes.
She eats well.
Yes.
She works out the right way.
All
And
right. Enough
if
with
you
what
want,
are you what are you doing? A commercial for?
For me.
what am I doing?
You're gonna do a commercial for? She don't need your help in doing. If you want to see Dawn, go to Am2 TV Productions. You can watch her on TV.
You can watch me many places on TV now.
Many
a lot
places.
of shows going.
No, you don't. You
Oh,
got
I
2
saw
shows
you.
going.
Shows. It's a
Yes.
lot.
I saw you and Dawn Does Dallas.
Oh, here we go.
I thought that was Debbie.
Oh, Debbie, okay.
Listen, Dr. Chucky runs home to watch the show. So if I were you, it's a
Every
big
day.
Who's Dr. Chucky?
guy. Her husband.
Hi, Chuck.
They were so excited that Jonathan was on today.
Were they?
My son wanted to come up, but he's got to write a paper for school. But yeah,
Hey, we got to see the ring there. Tell your
Yeah.
son, we got to see the ring.
That's impressive, man. That's Should have won the national title.
So
Should've been.
Dawn is going to be taking vacation starting next Wednesday, and Jonathan's agreed to come and sit in. We're going to do the man's cave in here.
Go, yes.
Wow, that'll be awesome.
Let's do the man cave. That'll be cool.
We'll
Yeah,
bring
that's gonna
beer.
be great.
You better do that. You
Wait,
better.
hold it.
We'll bring
We're
root beer.
not allowed to drink
Root beer. Root
on
beer.
the air. What?
Root beer.
With beer inside?
Birch beer.
Just root beer.
Just root
That's
beer.
the beer I'm talking about.
Call up the Hebrew National guy. We'll put a whole side here. We'll have hot dogs. I'll even have a hot
Do you know
dog.
we're a discrimination-free zone now officially?
Oh, you know, we have to say something, but we
Yeah,
promised.
Yes.
tell us about that.
Where's
I
your
missed
mug,
Thursday.
Les?
Got right here.
We'll put it in the shot. Take it out of the wrapper. Unwrap it.
Okay.
You know what Dawn says now every time she says goodbye on her other show? Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
That was the name of my wife's business. Wrap it up. I'm serious.
What she
Really?
do for a living? So
I think I know your wife. Does she do like gift baskets? See?
She did
Yeah,
that.
what she said.
Plantation, right?
Yeah, wrapped
Because
up in plantation.
I know. I probably
did she
bought
sell?
things from her.
Huh? Gift baskets and
No condoms?
Oh no, condoms. We did it. We did a condom one. Well, first of all, my feeling about discrimination is something that people with a brain should understand. There should be no discrimination against anybody, anywhere, ever, ever, ever,
Oh,
ever.
I gotta ask you. I'm gonna ask you on the air. Should I ask him on the air?
Sure.
Ever.
A week from this Sunday. Is it a week from this Sunday?
August 14th.
August 14th. They want us to do the warm up at this
Discrimination-free
rally.
zone.
Where is it?
It's
Delray
in
Beach,
Delray
Anchor
Beach.
Park.
Oh, I don't care. Why,
7 to
on Sunday.
8:39.
Oh yeah, we can do it. Then we can do the show. Yeah, I have no problem
So
with that.
did you know that 160,000 kids stay home from school every day because of bullying?
That's ridiculous.
Wow.
So
She
what the
asked us-
discrimination-free zone is doing is they're having their first of this year kickoff at Anchor Park on Sunday, August 14th from 7 a.m. to 10. And all the proceeds go to starting an ambassador program in the schools. So there'll be an upperclassman in each category of school as a peer with discrimination-free zone coming in and working with them, with other people from the community to stop bullying, to stop discrimination from sex, gender,
I think that's
everything.
fantastic.
Yeah, that's
And
great.
Dr. Amy from Two Broads is going to be there. You guys will help kick it off.
Yeah, we'll be there.
So
Yeah,
here's
you
their
wanna do it?
goal. Maybe we can help
Wanna do
them
it?
reach their goal.
Why not? As long as
No, but I said that I had to ask.
as long as we have time to get to the show on Sunday.
Yeah, we
oh,
did
yeah.
the same thing. We
And
just
they're in
warm them up.
Delray, so
Yeah.
you're close. So they're trying to
Yeah.
raise $13,000 through
They need
by
13
the end
grand.
of Sunday. I'm
Come on.
sure with our reach,
You wanna
where
hear-
we are,
You
we
have
could
her
raise
phone number?
13 grand. I do.
What is that number, sweetie?
Let me find Sarah's number. I'm sure we can
Jonathan,
certainly
you're more than
reach
welcome
that.
to come, and hang out with
You
it's
know-
a good cause.
So
Oh,
you
I'm
can
sorry,
reach
give
you
the
can
number.
reach Sarah with Discrimination Free Zone at 203-414-6297, discriminationfreezone.org if you're looking, or they can find us here. They can find us
On
on
AM?
Facebook, on
Everywhere.
AM,
We're everywhere.
everywhere. If we have any questions, but certainly Sarah can help you. I'm so excited you guys are going to kick off that
Oh,
run.
yeah.
It's going to
Well,
be awesome.
You know what? I grew up in the '60s. There was never any discrimination.
And then-
Never.
yeah.
And I remember. I'm serious.
Yes, there
I
was.
I know.
I went.
There was-
I went from
there was
school.
segregation.
I'm gonna tell you,
but
no
no
this guy-
discrimination.
this guy, it's
When
it's,
I-
it's
listen
the
to me.
medicine he's on. He
When-
doesn't realize that there was a
when
whole
I went to the U-
divided
It's called
country in that
segregation, yes.
time.
What
He
was the-
forgot. He has Alzheimer's.
what
He
was
forgot
the
about the
civil-
water hosing and all that
What
other
was the
stuff.
civil rights movement all about?
It's the
then?
civil rights movement, you dummy.
So yeah.
When I grew up in New York, there was no discrimination in where I grew up.
Maybe not New York.
Yeah, New York.
Well, when I
But
grew up in
Florida
the
for
South
sure.
Bronx,
There-
Spanish Harlem.
Was there any discrimination in those days?
Hell
well,
yeah,
but I'm
buddy.
talking about when I grew up in the '57.
No, 57, there
60,
were no
50
people.
No one discriminated.
Only dinosaurs.
The only thing we were afraid is the guy coming and moving the furniture out of our house. I was so poor that above gave us my parents money to live. That's how poor I was. Why am I getting discriminated about? How can I discriminate about
Jonathan,
someone?
what year were you born in?
I was born in '81.
You don't have any clue what the hell he's talking about. But we grew up in an era where you had a giant color TV that didn't work. And you had a black and white on top of it.
Oh, mine was like that.
With Cousin Louie holding the antenna.
Well,
Yes,
my
aluminum
father
foil.
my father may rest in peace. Know what I was? The antenna guy. Dad, can I sit up? No.
Yeah,
It's
we had-
John Cameron Swayze is like him.
I used
John
to,
Cameron Swayze.
I used
oh my
to,
God.
I used to watch Walt Disney. Well, I didn't watch. Everybody else did. I used to hold the antennas.
Walt Disney? Me too.
That
Freddie,
little butterfly thing. You
remember when
Tinkerbell, see, there you go.
When
Here
you,
I
had
am.
to put the, when you had to put the paper on, the
Yeah.
foil?
The tin foil we used to have to wrap around our
You did
antennas.
that too?
Yes, we
Yeah.
actually had to get up.
That's what
and
they're
put it
talking
on.
about, Jonathan. The day, they didn't have phones.
Do you
to
remember?
take
Do you remember
pictures.
the round antenna?
Yes.
Right.
On
Remember
the
that?
little brown box, a little wooden box that's out there.
I'll give you
yes.
another one. You remember ABC alarms, the aluminum foil on the windows?
Oh,
And
yeah.
and then we used to break the aluminum foil. My father used to go crazy, so we used to try to crazy glue it on there.
When I moved down to Miami Beach in 1957, 1950, no, 19, yeah, about 1957, 1958, all they had was jalousie windows, those little long.
Sure.
And you slept with your door open and the screen door. In my, there was never
No
any
air
robbery-
conditioning.
Yeah, there was never any robberies.
There
I mean,
weren't any people where you grew up.
No, I mean there was a lot of people there, but there was discrimination on Miami Beach. Yes, there was.
But the bullying now, the epidemic, is crazy
Horrendous.
what's going
Absolutely
on.
horrendous.
So I think this
Horrendous.
organization is so amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
Talking about the Olympics, they threw all these guys in jails for touching the gymnasts many
what
years
happened?
ago. It's
Yeah.
craziness.
Crazy.
I want to say goodbye to everyone because I have to leave. Freddie, I'll see you Sunday. Dawn, always a pleasure.
Best
and
of
my
luck.
friend, a pleasure meeting you.
Nice meeting
you.
you, my friend.
You're one
See you
cool
next
guy.
week. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Where's he going?
He's got to go to take off his cologne. He's got to go take a bath.
All right. I wanted to ask. He wanted him to take a bath. He's got to go take a bath because he stinks. I wanted to ask Jonathan
You
about.
are getting funnier than ever. I love you.
I wanted to ask Jonathan about when you join a team, you have to do something
Okay.
to.
Into the mic, Freddie.
You have to do something. What am I thinking of here?
Only God.
Like an initiation.
Yes.
Like we used to do crazy glue.
Like a hazing.
We
Oh my
like a hazing.
gosh,
We
what do
used
you
to do crazy
do?
glue on the ceiling, the thumbprint
Okay.
with a chair, and then we used to kick the chair out from under you.
I cannot even imagine what you guys do on a football team for hazing. That's
Oh, yeah.
insane.
And what we
Oh,
used we
Freddie.
used to do this because you used to
Okay.
leave the skin on the ceiling. So if you looked in the dorm of this particular school, you see nothing but ceiling.
With thumbprints.
It hurt, man. It hurt a lot. But was there any hazing when you were playing at the Big U?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It was some interesting stories. I mean, we used to have like these couches that would be in the middle of the locker room, and so the underclassmen would have to wrestle off against the upperclassmen or whatnot to prove that you were really worth your weight on the team. And guys would get even for me personally, one time. Imagine this plastic wrap that you wrap around like couches and stuff,
It's about the wrap.
right? So
Wrap it up.
in my personal hazing experience, I got wrapped.
There you
The
go.
whole like 6 guys on the team grabbed me, put me on the
On the football field?
yeah.
At
No,
the
no, this was in the locker room.
Oh, locker room.
So then they wrap this tape, this plastic
Yeah,
wrap,
plastic wrap.
literally strapped me
Yeah,
to
we did that.
the column.
We did that.
So
at the
yeah, we did
football-
stuff like that.
at the
you know.
goalposts.
Like,
Ever
he's
did
so
that too?
happy. Like, those memories are so amazing, right?
Yeah, those
But that's
are
all
great
part of
times.
doing
It's
it.
what it
Great
is.
times.
They used to
awesome.
make the rookies carry the equipment onto the field, and then they used to wrap them up around the goalposts. So the
Yeah.
head coach used to find out. He was not happy.
I have a
He used to come
question.
with a blade and cut the wrap off. What happened?
I have a question from
question.
Kyle.
Kyle's
Okay,
boy.
go ahead.
He says, ask him who he thinks is the best running back that ever played the history of UM.
The best running back to ever play at the history of the U.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a little impartial to the guys that were in my era. Obviously, I played with great Frank Gore and Willis McGahee,
Frank Gore's not bad.
and
Willis.
I got a chance to see Edgerrin James and
Oh, Adrian James and the Colts, not bad.
yeah. So those guys were real good. Clinton, of course, Clinton was really good. James
Clinton
Jackson,
Porter?
Clinton Portis. It was a lot of guys that came through. Duke Johnson, I know him very well, a young guy that just played. Damian Berry. There's a lot of guys that
Damian
played well.
Berry.
If I could, and I'm gonna throw a name in there. This is so funny. This is a story I think you guys would appreciate. When I was at the U, and then I'll tell my guy. One guy that may have been one of the best backs to ever play at Miami, that people never got to see, was the late great Sean Taylor.
Really?
Sean was a running back in high school, and Sean could have started running back had he not been such a dynamic safety. And we used to have a little term we gave him when he would shake a person. We'd call him "give it the business," and that was based from Sean. So Sean could have been like the best back ever, but outside of him being in that equation, I think production-wise, you have to look at guys like a Frank Gore. I think Frank probably had to complete, and Willis. Those two stand out to me. Willis was very strong. He was a smart runner. He was durable. Didn't get hurt as much. And him and Frank just really kind of, and then Edgerrin James. Those three, I think, were the top.
Thank you.
Maybe in that
James
order.
to me, I think, was the best.
Yeah.
Thank you for answering that question.
My son loved Willis. Everything was
Who do you
Willis
like?
McGahee.
Yeah.
Willis McGahee all over his room.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Willis did it in 1 year. I mean, he almost got the Barry Sanders record. I think Willis had like 26 touchdowns,
Yeah.
6 in one game. I mean,
Wow.
Willis had a very productive year. He left as a sophomore, so he was a really productive guy.
Who was the
Wow.
most famous player to come out of your school?
The most famous to come from the U?
Yeah.
Probably Ray Lewis. Yeah,
That's right.
Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis was a madman.
Yeah, and I know, I personally know Ray. Ray's a good guy, man. He's a quintessential just businessman, very disciplined character. I mean, Ray is just he's the best role model you can put off of a formerly U athlete. So yeah,
Wow. I love his voice on the radio.
It's very
cool.
soothing.
Thank
I want to
Right?
get bad news from him. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, you're.
We're gonna
you
dial
got-
it, Jonathan.
Right, I want to be like, I'm sorry, you have 12 minutes to live, but it's so soothing.
That's what we'll do. We're gonna hire him to give bad news.
He's very
Yes.
soothing, right?
cool.
Great voice.
Jonathan, give us
Thank
a phone number and a website where they can reach you for your business.
yes, you can go into AmeritechSolutionsUSA.com is our website, or you go to XeroxFlorida.com. And the number that you can reach is 321-677-2011.
Excellent.
And they'll find you here next week in the man cave.
Yep.
I'll be in the
Wow.
man cave.
Very cool.
And we'll when do you leave, on Tuesday?
I'll be here Monday, Tuesday.
So Jonathan, you can come up Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then Monday, Tuesday,
Perfect.
the following week, and we'll have a little bit of
Awesome.
fun. A little
Perfect.
bit of fun with this.
That'll be fun.
Excellent, absolutely.
Works
All right,
for me.
listen,
Great.
it's time for us to go, is it?
That's
No, you
crazy
got a minute.
already. We got a
Getting
minute.
close?
You got a minute.
Got a minute.
Wow.
You have a show on Wednesday.
I have a show next Wednesday. Our show this past Wednesday was rockin',
Yeah.
Right?
You guys did real good, the dating deal.
flirting. You know what they say? Women tilt their head when they flirt, and men kind of expand their chest.
But I'm going to tell
Kind
you
of like their
something.
tail
I can see
feathers.
I'm going to tell you a
Yeah.
secret.
I can see
What's
that.
the
I told the flirters that the men were in the other room, and they said, you know what, we're going to create our own man cave flirting deal. And they said, absolutely not. You do that, they're going to be blood all over the place.
You know, there's always that double standard on flirting.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
understand. How come women carry the double standard and the men?
Because there's always a double standard.
Is there? It's so
Pretty much.
is your way or the highway?
Only on some things.
That's pretty much it.
No, it's on everything.
No, that's it. That's
Does
it.
it work?
Yeah, well, if we got a choice,
Yeah,
There you go.
men
yeah.
don't run a house, honey. We run around it.
Exactly. Yep.
That's why we
Have a
talk
wonderful
sports.
Friday, a wonderful weekend.
That's right. Lunchtime. So, Jonathan, thanks for coming on. Your
Thank
great
you
sport.
so
It was a
much.
pleasure.
It was a pleasure to have you.
Very nice.
You guys.
Put the sandwich away. It's time to say see ya.
See ya. Wrap
Enjoy
it
your
up.
weekend. And
Enjoy
wrap
your
it up.
weekend, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Well, that's about it for today's lunch break with two boys from Brooklyn. You're invited to join the break every day, Monday through Friday at 12 noon. So, if you missed some of the good stuff they served up today, there's more coming next time. Bring your lunch and the boys from Brooklyn will bring the smiles. And it's all live. See you next time. Now go and enjoy the rest of your day.